What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So what I have for you guys is a update video where I'm going to be talking about why I haven't been uploading videos for the past weeks, because it's been such a while that I haven't been active on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to be talking about this incidents that happened that prevented me from making videos. But before I do so, I would like to talk about the gameplay itself. So I'm playing CSGO today, and I'm playing one of my favorite modes that I like in the game itself, which is Arms Race. And Arms Race is a fun mode, but it's not easy to basically be number one, because you have to get 2 kills with each of the weapons, and you have to cycle through all of the weapons until you get to the golden knife. And I epically failed to do so, so you guys are probably gonna roast me in the comments. So let's get on with the video. So this all started in winter break, where I got a week off at the end of February, which is referred as winter break, from school, and I basically misplaced my phone around my house. I put it somewhere and I just completely lost it, and I didn't know where it was. So I was looking and looking and looking, and it got to the point where I just couldn't find it. So the phone is key for me to log into my Steam account, because without it I'm not able to log in, because I can know my ID and password, but since I have the Steam Authenticator, which is a way to secure your Steam account, enabled in my account, and it's paired with the Steam app on my phone, I'm not able to log in without that code sent to my phone. So it got to the point where I just couldn't find it, and 2 weeks passed, and then I finally found it in my house, and I decided to just disable the Steam Authenticator in general, because I hate that way of securing my account, and I don't have a working phone that I could go to in case I want to secure my account using that method of security. So I'm gonna disable it and just use my email, because it's just easier to log in. That way you don't need a code to be logging into your Steam account. But furthermore, I basically regained access to my Steam account. And one more thing about my Steam account is that I couldn't regain access. I could have had the ability to remove the Steam Authenticator, but you would need a special code that was given to you when you create your Steam account, and I needed that code, and I believe it starts with a R, and I didn't know like where I put it. I wrote it down somewhere, but I must have threw it out or forgot, which is the obvious reason. So I got locked out of my Steam account, and it was just like too funny. But now that I have access, I'm gonna start bringing you guys some more videos on the Steam games that I have, which is Call of Duty World War II, CSGO, and Black Ops 3. So that's it for the first reason. So now the second reason was that something came up. So it was time at the end of the month, as usual, to pay my internet bill. So I decided to do it because I thought that my internet provider suspended my service, like they interrupted it because I didn't pay my bill on time. So I used my mom's credit card, because I usually pay all her bills on my PC. So when I go to pay the bill, right, and it's processed already, and I check the bank account, it basically says that the transaction was complete, and it showed the amount that was taken out of the bank account of the credit card. So I realized that the internet, something was up and was suspicious, because my internet wasn't working. So I figured I'm gonna call the internet provider, which is Optimum, the one that I have, which is owned by Altice One. And Optimum is one of the popular internet providers brands that people use in the eastern part of North America, which is the part of the country that I'm living in currently, in New York State. Okay, so I decided to basically call the company itself by dialing 1-800 whatever, and then I kind of spoke to technical support about the whole issue, and I explained to them that my internet wasn't working and I needed some help trying to restore my servers. So turns out that they transferred me to like this weird department, and they told me that the reason why my internet was blocked was because I had some copyright infringement. And what that means is that I basically downloaded something that was illegal without the consent of the company itself and the people who make this certain file. And it got to the point where they read like a whole thing explaining to me why this is illegal, this is considered piracy, copyrighted, this and that, blah blah blah, and that if I don't delete the file, then they're not gonna restore the internet service. Now this all basically started because I technically download movies, and I have a way to download them for free instead of going to the movie theater. So I happened to do so, download it, and since I downloaded it with my stepdad, they basically find out because I forgot to delete the file and it got leaked into the internet, and they must have found out, since Optimum always sticks their nosy business into my web history and all my data that comes in from them. Because first, before the internet goes into the server, the internet server, it has to go through the internet provider themselves, and they monitor and secure the connection, and they find out, like, they basically check the datas and stuff, like data files that go through the internet, and that has to do with like data transferring, which I'm not gonna go into that whole thing, but I basically did something. They knew somebody downloaded a movie over my networks, and they read a whole thing saying that if I agreed to this and that, they will restore my service, and they're entitled to suspend my service for 24 hours. And I was like, what? And like, I was in shock, because, well, not really in shock, because I knew they were gonna do something like that. So I just agreed to their terms, and I decided to just like use a VPN, which is a virtual private network, if I'm going to download these files. And this is the main reason why, the main reasons caused that I had issues uploading a video. So that is basically it for this video. I told you guys the reasons why I couldn't upload a video in such a long time. So I would like to thank you guys for watching this video, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then subscribe to the channel. But anyways, drop a like in this video and sub, grind, and stay tuned for more.